Ivor, we're going to you.
Yes, Michael, thank you so much for sharing everything that you have with us today. My question, I have a little story, but my question also is around brand and customer service. And I walk with a couple guys every Sunday morning, and then we go to this cafe near where we walk. And so one of the guys that works there, we're friendly. We come in and say, "Good morning, how are you doing?" It's Sunday morning. And one week we were in there and he goes, "Do I know you?" And we were like, we're just being friendly and you are working here. And so then we made an effort every time we came in there to be friendly. And then one time he goes, when you come in and say good morning like that, it's really self-serving. And we were like, okay, guess we're never coming here again. Uh, and so I don't know what's going on. We still want to find out who owns this place and talk to the owner, because either they don't know this or they encourage it. I don't know. But then we went to this Sheets. I don't know Sheets. It's a gas station basically, but they have these amazing coffee machines. We walk in there just to get coffee, and we kind of told this a little bit of the story to the girl who's working at the counter, and she's like, "I don't even understand how anyone could act like that." And then the next week we came in and she was like, "Hey, how are you guys?" She goes, "The coffee's on me." And we are like, "What?" And it's just like night and day. But I think there's some places that's not everywhere, but there's a lack of concern and customer service that we see a lot now with in retail and cafes and other places. But I'm just interested in your perspective on how customer service elevates the brand, especially around Caribou Coffee when you were there, and what difference that makes, and what's your kind of prognosis on what's going on in that realm these days.
Well, let me just say this: you're speaking to someone whose entire career was built on customer experience. From the time I went to work at 13 in a clothing retail store with my mentor, who virtually turned my life around, a guy named Irving Settler, his whole business was built on taking care of customers. And when I got to Caribou, and we had built let's think about the cookie company just as an example. When we started the company, people would say to me, "Oh, your business is so simple. All you do is sell cookies." And I would say, "Okay, well, let's think about it. I sell a product per pound that's more expensive than the most expensive steak you can buy in a grocery store. And I sell a product that nobody needs." So wake up every morning with that as your value proposition. So how do you get customers to want to come back? Well, the thing about the cookie company was we knew that the only way we could get people to come back was to make them share the fun of cookies, which in fact was our mission statement: share the fun of cookies. And so when I got to Caribou, one of the things I had to do was rewrite the mission statement of the company. And the mission statement for the company was Caribou Coffee, an experience that makes the day better. And one of the things that we did in the very early part of this, and one of the things I absolutely think changed the company, was putting in a service platform. And the service platform had, underlying messages to it, but the most important one, and I have to give credit to my wife, because I came up with the idea that what we have to learn is the DNA of our customers. Even if we don't know their name, we need to know what their drink is. So if you come in and I don't know your name is Max or Jenny or whatever your name is, maybe I can learn your drink, which my wife coined the phrase from DNA, drink normally asks for. And so you might walk in after I've seen you one time. "Hey, you're my vanilla latte. I'm so glad you came back." But the thing that we told our people at Caribou, that greeting for a lot of people may be the best thing that happens to them the whole day. We have no idea when someone's coming through a drive-through if they're in a bad marriage, they've got a lousy job, they got a kid that's got physical disability. We don't know what their day is like, but that greeting and the reason they'll keep coming back is because for them, it lifted their day up. It makes their day perhaps the best part of their day. And that is how you continue to build customer loyalty. If you get people to come to you because of that relationship, I don't care what Starbucks or any other company does to try to get them to come to them, it's over. That customer, unless we really screw it up, is going to stay loyal to us. What you have experienced is exactly what is the demise of a lot of retail businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a great mentality around that. I think it makes tremendous sense, especially when everything is more expensive than it used to be. Why are you going to go spend your money at a bad experience? You're
Absolutely.
not. Yeah.
Absolutely.